Good evening. Yes, we're starting this video in the evening because we're doing something that is quite popular here in Berlin in the summer, and I thought I would just make a quick fun vlog about it. What are we doing, Kat?
We're going to the outdoor movie theater.
Yes, so if you didn't know, oh, there's a huge fountain here, so I'm gonna stop vlogging for 1 second, but I'll show it to you. If you didn't know, Berlin actually still has some of the most outdoor theaters. Germany, they just love
Being outside.
and they love movies.
Yeah.
And here the theaters, I've mentioned it before, but I'll repeat it again. It's called Kinos here. So outdoor movie theaters are called.
I love Kino.
So as you can see, we're walking through this beautiful, beautiful park. It's called Volkspark Friedrichshain, and it is filled with lots of playgrounds for kids. There's a little tennis court over there. I don't know if you can see that. But at the end of it, there is a really cool open air cinema. The movies here in Germany are played in two formats. The first will be the dubbed German version,
Yeah.
and then the original version. Not all the open air cinemas play the original versions. They usually play a mix, and so you have to look on their schedule which days are playing which versions. But if you're visiting Berlin in the summer and you want to be guaranteed to see a original version, English version movie, then you're gonna have to head to the Kreuzberg one.
Yeah.
And every single movie that they play is the original version in English. So we made it to the theater.
We got the goods.
We got all the snacks, and the movie that we ended up choosing to see tonight, well, we didn't really choose because there's only one movie, and the one that's actually playing in English tonight is Elvis. And I think that is an amazing choice because since we're in this amphitheater-like venue, I think a movie based off of incredible music is going to be such an experience. But right now we're going to try to secure some seats that are decent because it's actually a lot busier than I thought. One thing I will mention is we've been to one open air theater before. This one has the stadium seating. The one that we went to last time, did it have backrest?
No.
It didn't have backrest. It was just benches. So my ass was killing me by the end of it.
Yeah.
But this one also has a front area where you could sit with tables and just chairs, but they're more like cheap plastic patio furniture.
Yeah.
One pro tip, when you come to this theater, make sure you grab 4 butt pads because after 2 hours, it starts to get a little numb. So we're gonna find some seats and then we'll tell you about our experience afterwards. And that was the movie. As you can see, today is the following day because when we left the theater, it was pretty much pitch black out in the park.
So dark.
They are trying to conserve energy in the park, so they didn't have any of the pathway lights on. So it was literally impossible to film, even though this camera is amazing in low light and it has the 1.8 f-stop for this Sony 11mm, but still impossible to film. What did you think of that experience as our second experience?
The outdoor movie experience,
Yeah.
not the movie itself. I thought it was still very uncomfortable, even with 3 butt pads.
Yeah, so if you don't know, like we said, there's the wooden benches. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning part of the vlog, but they give you these little butt pads that you can grab, and you can grab multiple of them. And we grabbed 3 each, and it still was a little uncomfortable. I think for this specific outdoor theater, they had little dining tables with
Yes.
sort of patio chairs, and I think that is the move next time.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, because you also get a table and you can have like a little
Yeah.
date night there if you want. I thought the theater itself though was incredible. I think it was more beautiful than the other one.
Yeah, it's really like expansive.
It looks-
feels really, very grand.
Yeah, it's very grand. It feels like an amphitheater. The screen was great. As it got darker, it looked even more beautiful. I kept thinking I saw comets, but it was actually just fireflies.
Fireflies, that was so
Really cool.
in front of the screen.
Yeah.
The snacks and drinks that they sell lots of
amazing.
variety, taste, like we had popcorn, which was great, and there were so many options that you could choose from. I really
Yeah.
like that.
And even better, you can bring in your own food and snacks as well. So you can save a little bit of money there, and you can just buy the fresh popcorn and some drinks if you want. The sound quality was great, but not too loud because we're still overall trying not to disturb everyone else around the neighborhood. But in terms of the movie, what did you think?
I thought it was, especially at the beginning, visually really stunning when it was mixing different timelines, I would say.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a whirlwind visually at the beginning.
Yep.
I thought Austin Butler did an amazing job.
Smashed it as
Yeah,
Elvis.
like
Through all the different, like from the young Elvis all the way to the sort of broken Elvis. And
Yeah. like I want to know how he prepped for this role because that was insane.
dancing, the jittery movements
The voice.
the voice, everything that Elvis is known for.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, it was visually stunning. I mean, for me, Baz Luhrmann is an incredible director. All his works are absolutely visually impactful. His transitions were great. Do you know any other movies that he has directed? Are you familiar? Okay, so she knows the movies. She just doesn't know what he's done. He directed The Great Gatsby with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
And
yeah.
the most epic one that really introduced me to Baz Luhrmann. Whoa, the wind is getting crazy. Hope you guys can hear us. Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
With Leo
of
DiCaprio.
Course, of course.
Yeah, and Claire Danes. And so I was introduced to him during that movie, and I'm always fascinated by his visual aesthetic. And in this movie in particular, he always has great music choices. Like Romeo and Juliet has one of the best soundtracks I've ever listened to. But what was really cool about this soundtrack and what caught us off guard, which was really cool, it gave the movie a lot of texture, was the fact that since Elvis was really inspired by R&B, soul, and funk, he actually integrated in some really cool modern day hip hop. And it kind of transitioned from the scenes where he was on Beale Street with the soul, funk, and jazz, and then it kind of faded into this hip hop. It just gave it some really cool texture, and it was surprising. It kept you on your toes a little bit. But that is pretty much it. Just a hopefully short, sweet vlog that showcases the Freiluftkino, which means free air kinos. So if you're ever in Berlin, definitely check one of these out, especially in the summertime. Go to the Kreuzberg one if you are just randomly wanting to pick a movie and you need to make sure that it's in English. But otherwise, go to the one in Volkspark Friedrichshain because it is the most beautiful one in our opinion. So that is pretty much it. Let me know if you liked the video, if you're going to visit an open air cinema, if you like open air cinemas. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Thank you for the support, and we'll catch you in the next one on Tuesday. Bye.